Here at the debate circle, we are in the final round in the senior category here at the national tournament. We cannot wait to crown the winners of season 3 here at the debate circle. To all the teams that have graced us and the ones that are about to grace us, thank you so much for plugging in, and all the best to Nova Pioneer Tatu Boys and Mama Ngina Girls Secondary School. Their motion of dissection reads: the Kenya government should make mandatory financial literacy education in schools to better prepare students for managing insurance needs. I'll read the motion of dissection again. The Kenya government should make mandatory financial literacy education in schools to better prepare students for managing insurance needs. All the best to both teams. Team proposition. First speaker, you have 3 minutes.
On the topic that Kenyan government should make mandatory financial literacy education in schools to better prepare students for managing insurance needs, it would be foolish of you to side with the proposition. Why? Because you see, ladies and gentlemen, this financial literacy education act like a compass. This compass helps guide you throughout life, throughout what life want to make, grow, and invest money. And the same thing to help navigate the complexities of insurances. But ladies and gentlemen, on to my definition. First and foremost, mandatory financial literacy education. This means compulsory inclusion of financial education into the school curriculum to ensure all students receive knowledge about personal finance. But at the same time, what exactly is financial literacy? This is the ability to understand and effectively use various financial skills, including personal finance management, budgeting, and investment. But ladies and gentlemen, this brings me to the major question. What exactly is the status quo? Why exactly do we need to implement this financial literacy into our education? First and foremost, we have non-governmental initiatives. First of all, we need to understand the various organizations such as the people have tried implementing. But that is saying this is not enough. For only 38% of Kenya, 38% of Kenya, according to the Kenyan University, are financially literate. I repeat again, 38%, not 50, not half, no, that's 8% are the ones who are financially literate. This means that the rest are making poor financial decisions and they're ending up in debt and ending up losing money. Why do people know how to make money, how to grow money, how to invest it, and how to ensure they're not losing it? And the same thing about complexity of insurance policies. Ladies and gentlemen, need to understand that insurance policies contain complex legal language and technical jargon. For example, is policy lapses. You see, ladies and gentlemen, if our premiums don't pay in time, most of the time when you go to collect your claim, you're going to give it to. Why? Because they don't have a specific grace period. Most insurance companies don't really notify you what your grace period is. So you find like, yes, maybe you're taking, let's say, a policy against your house, because maybe you lapse, you don't pay one certain premium because you don't have money. They're not going to give you your claim, they're going to make you pay as per the necessary agreement. So your money is going to be lost. Ladies and gentlemen, exactly for one organization wants to ensure that this financial education is achieved by one and all. So that we indicate this 38% of Kenyans who are only receiving it. First of all, also curriculum integration. First of all, also going to have phased integration. We're going to start by integrating basic financial literacy concepts into existing services, business studies, and mathematics. We're going to ensure that we're also strengthening our university, putting into resources which they don't have, to creating a whole different curriculum, rather than just want to implement it into existing subjects so that we can enhance them. Subjects such as business studies and mathematics. Then next, we have teacher training and development. Training programs which will partner with training colleges to include financial literacy programs to ensure that as teachers are leading these colleges, they are financially aware and they can be able to equip the students with necessary skills as they take on this life apart. Then next, we have what else? Why exactly do we need this? What is the need for this financial literacy for daily life? First of all, we have reduced financial stress by us including this financial literacy to ensure that there's reduced financial stress. But at the same time, we need to understand that the study done by financial sector even shows that most people don't know how to mitigate or use the money that they have on their phones. Why? Because they want to know on how to spend, make money, grow money, and to invest. But by us give them financial literacy education, we're going to ensure that they're able to make the money and also grow the money. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's the proposition. You have 2 minutes.
The Kenyan government should make mandatory financial literacy in schools to better prepare students for managing insurance needs. I again concur with what proposition said. Actually, these definitions of the insurance needs and financial literacy. But see, the Financial Literacy Bureau of Kenya stated that financial literacy is basically the ability to understand and effectively use financial skills such as budgeting, investing, and personal finance management. Now, another study shows by the same organization, NFE, that only 43% of the youth in Kenya are receptive to the passive means of integration of financial literacy to our curriculum. So what I'm saying is, it already exists. Financial literacy already exists in our curriculum. The problem is, how is it being administered to the students? How is it being given to the students? Karl Marx said, a free man works better than a slave. So we are dealing with youth in a country who are already less receptive to the way we are giving financial literacy to them in the curriculum. Now we go ahead and make it mandatory. Wow, what a way to go for proposition. What I think we should do, a better way of integrating financial literacy to our curriculum in order to better our chances of properly managing our insurance in the future as youth is number one, starting small. We don't need to have complex tables in our textbooks on how we should manage our finances. Start small with simple life examples that could be understood by anyone, that could be enjoyed by any student. Then we can come back to implementation. I think the executive arm of our government is in charge of this. Now, I believe that you might have content, how you deliver it is everything. Financial literacy is content the government is trying to pass on to its youth to ensure financial security in the future, aka by properly managing our insurance. But if it is being given passively in our curriculum, then there's no way we're taking it, we're not making it mandatory. What we should do is we should sensitize our youth on the importance of having it, telling them that this and this will happen if we don't take an example, bankruptcy, over-dependence on our parents, and redundancy in our local economies. These are the things that we need to be telling youth in order to make them want to be financially literate, in order to make them seek financial literacy, and in the long run, being able to manage their own insurance needs without depending on some organization that our government will want to provide. So, opposition's argument is basically enforcing, or rather shoving down the throat of youth what we are calling financial literacy through something as important as the education center. I mean, simply what we have is causing school dropouts, and let's make financial literacy mandatory. No, let's make them want to get it. What they want is what they get to full force, rather than shoving it down their throat. Proposition, slow down. My name is Angel Barata from Mama Ngina Girls.
Thank you very much. Second speaker to the proposition is Tatu.
My time starts in 3, 2, 1. I am the second speaker of the proposing side, but I stand here before you because I am the smoke that thunders. And I will make you see smoke, and I strike harder than thunder. And I'd like to start off by my remarks. The first speaker, their side, came on stage and actually said, how is it going to be integrated? Well, we gave you a proper mechanism. In fact, she went further and saying that if we really wanted to integrate financial literacy, we should start simple. Why is this important? Because our first speaker from our side gave up a step-by-step way, and this specific point supports our mechanism. But here's the funny thing. She comes and actually tells us that in fact we're forcing these things. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I was forced to learn mathematics all the way since my entire life. I was forced to learn English. Why is this? Because it's important. It helps me to read. It helps me to interact. This can be said with financial literacy. Taking me to my first point. Improve financial literacy enhances insurance management skills. Why is this very important? Because the first thing we're trying to do, we're trying to tackle SDG number 1, which is no poverty. Why? Because if we're able to find a way on how to improve our insurance skills, it equips us with better knowledge on how to tackle insurance showed improvement and understanding towards this. They were able to make better decisions and actually were able to secure the future in terms of their finances. Let me give you a real life example. In 2018, the financial literacy program implemented by Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development showed that by the time it was 2020, 90% improvement of students showed a better understanding towards financial literacy. What does this necessarily mean? It basically means they were able to actually make better decisions. When it came to insurance, they were able to make better decisions and actually secure their financial future. Here's a statistic. In 2022, a survey done by the Central Bank of Kenya, students who receive financial literacy education show 25% increase in correct responses. Ladies and gentlemen, 25% increase. I want to live in a future where by which poverty is not a problem. I want to live in a future where by which not only am I financially secure, but when it comes to public insurances, I do not make errors. That's the future that we find. It takes me to my second point. Early education reduces future financial mistakes. What does that necessarily mean? When it comes to insurance, there are common mistakes. For example, is inadequate insurance cover. Another one is mismanagement of insurance claims. These are challenges that we, the daily Kenyan people, face day to day. However, by implementing financial literacy, it enables us to tackle these particular problems. It enables us to make better predictions. It enables us to make better choices. As I was done in 2022, the Financial Industry Regulation Authority highlights that early finances education reduces financial mistakes. Ladies and gentlemen, by how much? 40%. 40% of people were actually able, 40% decrease in terms of financial insurance. I was the second speaker, Israel Tola, the smoke that burns.
He said he was supposed to do maths every day. And why else do you think we have drop-offs in Kenya? You can't make financial decisions without mathematical knowledge. Well, and a quick question, were the youth who are doing financial literacy course, was it mandatory? If it's the smoke that thunders and the storm that comes in lightning. Adding financial literacy to the curriculum is like adding an extra ingredient to an already overflowing pot. It risks spilling. The Kenyan Institute of Curriculum Development reports that the current curriculum already faces challenges with implementation and resources allocation. The World Bank also notes that only 22% of public schools in Kenya have access to adequate learning facilities. If we don't have adequate learning facilities, do we really have to implement financial literacy as a mandatory subject? According to KCSE's results analysis, performance in core subjects like maths and English remain a challenge, with a significant percentage of students below average. If you are having students scoring mathematics, sciences, and languages below average, are they really going to do well in financial literacy? Financial literacy contains maths, arithmetic, and all that follows with maths. If you cannot score a better grade in maths, how do you expect to pass a financial literacy class? Addressing the implementation challenges of making financial literacy mandatory in Kenya's education system requires a balanced approach. While resource allocation, teacher training, and technology can mitigate some issues, the existing infrastructure limitations, teacher shortages, and curriculum overload present significant hurdles. A phased or integrated approach may be more viable, ensuring that the benefits of financial literacy are realized without compromising the overall quality of education. Prioritizing financial literacy over core subjects is like focusing on decorating a house before the foundation is complete. It misses the crucial elements needed for success. I'm Sheila Mora from Ngina Girls High School, the storm will lighten. Thank you very much. I hope you have any questions. How are you sure that this is any different from economic? From the economic content in schools? This is your question. How can you justify not mandating financial literacy when they clearly improve insurance management skills and prevent costly future mistakes? How can you justify not mandating, please note the question, how can you justify not mandating financial literacy when they clearly improve insurance management skills and prevent costly future mistakes? Tim Ob, how are you sure that this is any different from the economic content existing in schools? I don't know if you need that question. Both have been tasked with their team's questions. Team proposition have been asked, how are you sure that this is any different from the already existing economic content in schools? Team Op have been asked, how can you justify not mandating financial literacy when they clearly improve insurance management skills and prevent costly future mistakes? Team proposition, third speaker, you have 3 minutes.
Today's side opposition has overdue a bird in the bush, a very far promising one. But what happened is that we take that bird and pressed it to land. Because they come and told us that, you know what, we should not have them mandatory, that we already have these solutions. But I'm here to tell you something. Yes, we have the financial literacy programs do exist. And they have told us that they have benefits. But why should they be mandatory? They came and said that somehow, because people pay mathematics, or people have this and this, which lead them to drop out of school, they made a false position that mathematics is not important. And let me ask you a question. If I went to the doctor and he prescribed me medicine, and I decided not to take that medicine, does that mean the medicine was effective? No, the medicine still worked. That is still right. That was all me. That was my fault. What I'm trying to say is that in the status quo, we do have financial literacy programs, but we are calling for them to be mandatory. Why? Because when they are mandatory, students now have an incentive to actually learn. They have a reason to believe that, you know what, I have to learn this about insurance principles because if I don't have paid my exam. What you have today is one situation where a teacher will come to class and try to teach you, and you just sleep because there's no reason for you to believe or there's no reason for you to understand what's going on. And they said that there are limited resources and this curriculum world. There will always be nothing to our case. We don't want to entertain this into existing subjects. We have seen things like this being done already. We have subjects like life skills and mathematics. This does not have any additional cost. It will just be editing the curriculum which has been again done before. And of course there will be some implementation costs, but don't worry. Since we are aligning with the United Nations goals of SDG4 and qualification and low poverty, it will be very easy to receive funding from non-governmental organizations to subsidize this implementation. Now, what do we come to tell you? We divide our impacts into 3 bases: individual, economic, and social. Individual impact, we see that you have enhanced financial decision making. You see, the student might choose that will now be equipped with skills to choose an appropriate plan, balancing both coverage and cost. Less likely to make financial mistakes like underpayment of premiums and underinsurance, which will again cause them greatly, especially in the case of great dangers. Then we also see the economic impact. By having more financially savvy society, what happens? We have improved economic stability. Because now people are less likely to make these mistakes. The government does not have to direct funds to deal with this of beyond the madness of the community because they are covered by insurance. Now the government can focus their funds on more critical sectors like healthcare and infrastructure. If everyone is insured, they know the importance of insurance. You know why? That one day I might die, but my family will still be here. So should I do aspect insurance? But how do you know that if you do not have education? Guys, knowledge is power. We all know this. And what we tell today is this knowledge should be mandatory to all people. We see that literate individuals of 35% less likely to make cost insurance mistakes according to an IMF. And finally, the social impact. We have increased insurance penetration. If you know the importance of insurance, why would you take the insurance? When you're told about all the public benefits, it is still into the system, and you're taught this in schools. Why would you take insurance? You are more likely mean you're more likely to be covered, you're more likely to be safe, and we have a more secure society that is financially savvy. Now, as I end my speech, I'd like to end with the quotes of Adam Smith. The more you learn, the more you earn. Come on, in a society position. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's move into the position in 5 minutes.
Let me proceed on to the question. How can you justify not mandating financial literacy when they clearly improve insurance management skills and prevent costly future mistakes? Now, you as a doctor, you not taking the drugs I prescribe does not mean it is ineffective. Well, that is exactly our point. It all ends up on focusing on prescribing this drug. It all ends up on focusing on promoting and not shoving it down their throats, because after all, it is the choice of the medic. It is the choice of these people, because after all, we are a democratic country. It isn't about denying. We are not denying that financial literacy should not be implemented, promoted, or developed. We as opposers do not deny that there is a void to fill by instilling of financial literacy. But just as Jameson, while a proper paragon of wisdom, himself stated, it is not what you say, it is how you say it. Now, forcing a load of complex accounting jargon on an already bulky system. After all, 67.5% of students, as stated by the National Bureau of Curricular Development, discovers that is the ratio of students that plead monotony brought about by their schoolwork already. Imposing this, or rather, stacking another load into this very heavy bulk is very unnecessary, very basic, and very, very unnecessary. Is everything in business not already financial literacy? Everything in commercial arithmetic in math, is that already not financial literacy? Everything in marketing, in home science, everything in writing, in shopping list, in English, is that already not financial literacy that we already have in the system? So why do we need a separate mandatory subject to impose to these children, these students? Why do we need to emphasize, why do we need to bring about another reason for these kids to hate school? Why are we denying to do the same thing and expecting different results? We are basically taking food into a system that doesn't need it. It is very good, it is very effective, but it is inefficient when you make it mandatory. Now kids will hate financial literacy. Just like the 67.5% already claiming that it is monotonous to already do math, English, science, and social studies. So, my point is, our proposition point is promoting it, fine. Incorporating it, fine. Encouraging us to pursue it, fine. But making it mandatory, making it a must, it is good, it is proper, but it is very ineffective in having these children gain the skills to manage their finances and insurance, and managing their insurance needs. Thank you.
We will take the final submission to the teams, take the position, and have 1 minute to give your final submission.
My time starts in 3, 2, 1. Given the option to go to school and to stay at home, what would you pick? That's the major question. You see, ladies and gentlemen, things show that you don't do things because you want, but most of the time you do things because you have to. And in this case, why do we need to implement financial literacy? Because, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, only that 8% of Kenyans are financially literate. What does this mean? 62% are financially illiterate. Let me read it again. 62% are financially illiterate. 62%. Majority of Kenyans are financially illiterate. This means majority of Kenyans are falling into debt. Majority of Kenyans are living below the poverty line. Majority of Kenyans, yes, they might make money, but they're going to lose it faster than they make it. Why? Because they don't know how to make it, grow it, invest, and multiply it. And that's why we are saying that by us making this financial literacy policy mandatory in the curriculum, we're going to ensure that there is growth, we're going to mitigate this problem. Then secondly, the opposition came and said that we are going to create our new curriculum or our new different, what's called, different such as business and mathematics. Through this, we're going to ensure that there's not a burden on the students, but rather they're going to just learn on top of what exactly they're learning, such as in business as well. They learn about insurance, they're going to learn about the policies of which are there, and how to ensure that they're not falling below or they don't miss out on the billions, and the nitty-gritties on how to ensure that they always attain their things. Ladies and gentlemen, let us understand that it's important for us to have growers who actually develop as a country to make tough decisions, and the right decision in this instance is to do what? To implement financial literacy. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Basic to mathematics, incorporate into business, incorporate, I call insanity. Albert Einstein said, insanity is basically doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting different results. Open your eyes, proposition, because those things already exist. Don't you do commercial mathematics and maths? What is the whole business subject for? What is advertisement in home science? What is the shopping list in English? What more do you want to add on to? Attack any other sector. Talk about women's financial institutions. Implement financial literacy there. Go to banks in Kenya. Implement financial literacy there. Make it mandatory for them to financially educate their customers. I agree, hands down. I mean, go to churches. Tell them they should be once in a while talking to people about financial literacy. But to students in school who are already juggling so much, to students in school who already have it incorporated in their system, what effectiveness are you looking for? I expected you to tell me how you would incorporate it in the system. You did it, but you should have said little by little by little, but you didn't. So then your argument was none. So my name is Angel Karaza from the Mama Ngina Girls High School, and I pledge my allegiance against this motion that it should be made mandatory for us to include financial literacy in schools. I mean, if the goal was to make them make better financial decisions, then let's focus on preparing them, not forcing them.
It's been quite an intense journey all the way to season 3. I'll move straight to the judges' desk for their feedback.
We are definitely learning, and we're being told we see a lot of work in this motion. We're being told the more you learn, the more you earn. We have people who here are the smoke that thunders and the storm that comes with lightning, and they are being given a proper paragon of wisdom. Oh my, this has been a motion and debate, this has been fire. You guys have done justice. We have given so many comments to you. For you right now, it's just to tell you you've done what you've done. Justice the motion. The mastery of content was top-notch. All of you were able to be very coherent in your arguments. The style of presentation was good. We were looking at very small things, and now you determine who will emerge victorious. Otherwise, that was a motion befitting a final. All the best.
Congratulations, that landed very well.
These two teams deserve to be at the finals. These 6 speakers deserve to be seated where they are seated, and you are the best of the best. All the best.